Welcome back to PH.d TV, and today we'll be going over what I believe is the best vodka brands. Now, something I want to make perfectly clear before we get too started, this video is based off of my opinion. So you can take what I say with a grain of salt, you can take my word for it, or you can just watch and make your own opinion as we go. So in order to get started, let's just go with number one, and that's gonna be Stolichnaya, or Stoli. The tried and true Russian vodka that is fantastic, and it's probably the first one that I was like, wow, probably gonna be one of my favorites. Because the thing is with me with vodka, and I'm a big bourbon person, with bourbon, I can taste individual notes, I can really go into the whiskey and be like, oh, I can taste this and I can taste that. To me, vodka's vodka. I'm not someone who can sip on it and just really, find the potato or however they make the vodka. I'm someone who literally goes off of the taste, what's it good for mixing, and it's just in general quality as an everyday user in terms of vodka. But with Stoli, it does have a little bit of a burn. So if you're not a fan of burn with your vodka, I would not suggest Stoli. But if you want that tried and true, really delicious, authentic Russian type vodka that is very inoffensive and that is also widely known to be an easy crowd pleaser for the average vodka goer, go for it. It is fantastic, and for the quality that you're getting, it's really not that bad priced. I know where I live right now, it's the store right down the street. It's looking right at $25, $30 for a half gallon, which really isn't that bad. Actually, never mind, I won't say it's $20 or $25 for a half gallon. So with that being said, you're getting good quality if you want to drink it with just tonic, or if you want to make this big and bad cocktail, go for it. Use good stuff and also make a good drink without busting the wallet. So yeah, Stoli is one of those vodkas to me that I believe is good on any shelf because anyone can enjoy it. With that being said, I'm gonna go over to my other favorite vodka, which is gonna be Absolut. Now, Absolut to me is what Stolichnaya is in terms of heat, in terms of having that bite and that burn at the end of it. This one tastes very similar, though not from Russia, it's from Sweden. This actually has very little burn in it. If you don't like burn whatsoever, but you love your vodka tonics, Absolut would be a great option to go to. I know that when I make vodka tonics, that's one I enjoy because it's much easier to sip on, there's not a lot of burn, there's nothing too exciting about it. And once again, it does kind of fall in that $25 to $30 range for a half gallon where I live. Some states it might be a little closer to 40, but regardless, it's not the biggest wallet breaker in the world. There's one down this list that you're looking at $70 for a half gallon, or even $45 to $50 for a fifth, but we'll get to that one later. But right now, sticking with like Stoli and Absolut, you're gonna be looking at a very healthy price, very good quality, but also very mass appealing in terms of, taste, smell. There's just nothing that's gonna really put too many people off from these two options starting. And next up is Titos. In fact, I got a little bit of Titos right here. I'll show you the label while I'm here. Now, I know we're all familiar with Titos, the handmade vodka from Austin, Texas. And as it says right here, unanimous double gold medal winner for the World Spirits Competition, so must have something going for it. But that one to me is the best of both worlds in terms of what Stoli has to offer plus Absolut. Titos meets halfway by giving it one, a very distinct flavor profile from the other two, not being so much of a burn without also sacrificing that burn to make it more mellow. And two, since it is handmade, it does use that recipe, stylization in order to make it unique. There is something a little special about it in order to give it what it tastes like. So I feel like this one is also very good in order to do a cocktail as well as to sip on ice. And you're not gonna feel bad also to give that one away in terms of, in a massive cocktail for a bunch of people, you're not gonna feel too bad because once again, well, it might be a touch more expensive than say Absolut or Stoli, but it's not so much of a difference that you're gonna completely feel bad just giving out to friends while they're over hanging out for the day or night, whenever you get started drinking. Be safe. Next up is Kettle One. This is the one that typically golfers like to look at. I remember I actually never had Kettle One until I actually went to Top Golf with my fiance and some family friends of theirs, and it was really fun. Asked for Kettle One vodka mixed with I think it was actually one of the botanicals, and I tried it and it was fantastic. And that honestly, I would say is probably gonna be in this list the best tonic and vodka mixture you could get here, the best vodka tonic, because it has just enough burn to make it exciting, but ultimately it's all about flavor with them. It's not about who can make the most powerful vodka without us knowing how strong it is. It's not about what part of the world are we from, to the point of let's see if the Russian vodka is better than the Swedish vodka. You get the gist. There's no competition. They just make vodka for flavorful, divine, easy sipping or mixing, however you want to put it. It's a very good vodka for general used to actually taste the vodka itself. And Kettle One, especially with their botanical line, I would go as far as to say they potentially have the best flavors out of any of these brands as well. Out of the botanical line, my absolute favorite is, I believe, the orange and peach blossom, or the orange blossom and peach. And lastly is the $70 half gallon one that I was mentioning, or $50 fifth. That's gonna be Grey Goose. Now, Grey Goose is fine to me, in my opinion, and a few of my friends, we have the same opinion that it is thicker than most vodkas, almost debatably in a liqueur type texture, but it is very delicious. You can't deny that when they were making this vodka, they knew what they were doing. They went in with a specific goal, and they made something so good that people will buy this vodka that is $50+ over ones that do borderline, in my opinion, even though I do enjoy Grey Goose, the exact same job for much cheaper, but yet they still are able to be successful pushing this vodka for $50 to $70 a bottle. So hands out to Grey Goose. Now, and I would even say this one's probably gonna be best for like a martini, definitely a tonic type thing, but in my opinion, this is not one you're gonna wanna waste on a massive cocktail where really you're just spiking fruit juice in the end. Because I've seen places at bars where someone's asked for Grey Goose and say a drink that involved pineapple juice, orange juice, cranberry juice, and then throwing that liqueur, throwing this and throwing that. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what vodka you use. You're not gonna tell the difference of what vodka you're being given when it's mixed with all that stuff. So if you want a vodka where it's strictly about the taste and quality of the product, Grey Goose is gonna be a pretty amazing go-to. Expensive, but it is a really, for the money, you're paying for quality. It's not one of those things where it's like, it's okay quality, but you know what? It must be good if it's this expensive. No, it is what you're paying for, you're getting the quality that you're paying for. And that's my list. If you like this list, please let me know. Please like and subscribe down below. And please check out some of my other videos. Go ahead and do it, or do it later. It's up to you. You do you. And I'll see you next time.